It's that Mo guy, joined on the phone by a gentleman that is so admired, so respected, so loved, that this may be the biggest moment of my life. Bigger than my birth, bigger than the first time I cracked a microphone, bigger than my wedding. Sorry, honey. He is Chris Jericho. Chris, thank you for taking the time out.
Man, that's a lot of pressure. I have to live up to this now. You have so much expectations for this interview, man.
Well, it is true. You are a very big superstar, and there's a lot of congratulations to be thrown your way. Congratulations, probably most recently, for your return to the WWE.
Yeah, thanks. No, it was a long time coming, and it's been some great a great ride, and it kind of had a great build up to get there. And so now we're ready to rock, man. It was a lot of fun last night.
How was it returning to the locker room, returning in front of the fans? What goes through you when you do that?
You know, I mean, it was just fun to go out there and do what I do best, and just be a showman, you know, and do my thing, and just try and be entertaining, and you know, that to me, wrestling's always been about that more than anything else, and play the character of Y2J, and it's a lot of fun to do that. So, you know, it was great to see that. Not that I thought that people wouldn't, you know, remember or would forget anything, but just to see the reaction and just all across the board, it was a lot of fun. Very good homecoming.
Well, we'll talk about the homecoming in a little bit more depth in a few moments. The other congratulations I have to throw your way for being on the New York Times bestsellers list for your book, A Lion's Tale: Around the World in Spandex.
Yeah, it made the New York Times bestseller list, which is great. I mean, it's been once again, it took me about a month of promotion to get it there, and 18 months of working on the book and just getting exactly where that I wanted to get it. And you know, it was a great story, and that's a really unique tale that I wanted to put onto the printed page about my journey to make it to the WWE for 8, the 9 years of my career that it took me to get there, a dream that I had when I was 8 years old. So it was a long, hard road, and a ridiculous road, so many ridiculous things that happened along the way, and I think it made for a great tale, not just for a wrestling book, but also for non-wrestling fans. It's more of a story of following your dreams and doing anything it takes to make this dream come true, and kind of enjoying the rewards once it happens.
Oh, yeah, of course. A Lion's Tale, your story, the stories involving your youth, your training, your professional time all over the world. But there's only a few pages of talk concerning your WWE debut. Not this week, but from years back. Why'd you stop it there? Why'd you leave the wrestling fans hanging?
As far as the book goes?
Yeah, only a few pages of WWE. Do you expect a lot of people to be almost disappointed that there wasn't more WWE talk?
Well, they might, but I think as soon as they actually read the book, there's not going to be any disappointment or apprehension at all. And the basic reason, the best answer to that is just the story ends when I get to the WWE. That was the theme of the book, that I had this dream when I was a kid, and I wanted to make it to the WWE, and I went through all these trials and tribulations to get there. And once I get to the WWE, that's the end of the story. And to continue on would be, it'd be a little bit of overkill. Not to say I couldn't write another book and pick it up exactly where the last one left off. And I think now that the fact that this book has done so well, that'll be something that we discuss and we'll work on for sure. But the basic crux of the story is that I had this dream when I was a kid. The middle of it is the journey I went through to get there. The end of it is I get to the WWE, babies are clapping, birds are chirping, end of story. So I didn't really have to continue on much further than that, because that was the idea of the storyline.
Well, I know you got to get going in a moment, Chris Jericho, so I'll only ask you a few more questions. Are you returning to Raw only? Because the WWE has a brand split, Raw, ECW, SmackDown. Or will you be on Raw only, or will we see you on the other shows?
Well, for right now, it's Raw, and I've always kind of considered myself to be a Raw guy. I was on SmackDown for a short period of time, but that's where I'm at, and that's where I plan to stay, and that's the best place for me. I like being live without a net.
All right, one final question, and I awkwardly asked the following question. It's on behalf of my wife, who apparently needs to know the following. Is there any chance you'll be wearing the black pants with the sparkly red lips again?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaving all that behind. I got a whole new bevy of ridiculous costumes, and everyone's like, why is Jericho wearing the disco ball vest? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, look at anything I've worn before. I wore head-to-toe checkerboard patterns before. That's what Jericho does, and that's what I'll always do. And if people like what I wear, that's great. If they don't like what I wear, that's great, too, because they're going to remember it, baby, and that's what it's all about. Show business, daddy-o.
Chris Jericho, I appreciate the time today. Again, get his new book, A Lion's Tale: Around the World in Spandex, and check out Monday Night Raw. You'll be there every Monday, right?
That's right, every Monday. I'll be there, same bat time, same bat channel.